Hello everyone, so today in this video I will share with you how you can plan for your project, maybe side project, or if you are a freelancer and you want to organize your project, I recommend it to watch this video. So let's see, so this is my channel called Gilardo, and I'm sharing everything about the software, like make video about the how to, for example, take a decision about any technology, also make coding live, share small courses or maybe tips or advice. So if you are interested with the software engineering, don't forget to follow me and like this video. So first, uh, before we go to how we can plan for the project, let's see the mistake make a large developer. So large developer when have an idea of the project or solution of one the problem, so go direct, open the VS Code and start coding. So the problem with the developer, as I said, is go direct to the VS Code and start code without any plan, without any decision, without any requirement of the project, without any analysis of this requirement. So this is a really mistake make large developer. So let's jump to the next step is any project start with problem. So we define the problem. For example, let's see the developer. So the freelancer developer has maybe a problem with organized task. So there is no tracker to the task. For example, the tasks are not completed, the task already completed, the task in progress. So this is a problem. So we want to make system that organize and can track this task. So the system may be called task management system. So as see now, the task management system, the developer need a way to organize the work and the deadline. So this is the idea of the project, or maybe the solution of the primary solution of the project. So now, here avoid the mistake to build complex things in once. So try to build the important feature of your system or your project. So the important feature called the most valuable product, the MVP of your system. So here let's start by build or think about the core feature, the important feature to solve the problem. So in our example, the task management system is like the authentication of the user. We have register, make an account, you can log in. Also, we have the operation of the task, like creating the new task, updating the task exist, delete it, and maybe see all task with specific deadline. So this is the core features of the task management system. After we decide the core features and specify the important feature, we go to identify the entities. So here we identify who's can or what is the major element of the system. For example, we have the developer as user, we have the task, so we can from the entities identifications design the database for major entity. Also notice that the database come from the features. So if you have wrong features, if you have selected wrong entities, design of your database will be wrong. After we make the database, we can go to plan of the API. So before coding, I also think about the main of API endpoint. For example, the authentications features we have the register, we have the login, we have the profile after we make an account. Also for the CRUD operations, for the task, we have post, delete, and read and update. So this gives me a roadmap for the backend development. So in the first step, avoid to choose the technology of your stack. A lot of developers, I want to make a system. So this system can build with PHP or Laravel, or maybe Express.js with Node.js, or Spring Boot with Java. Don't focus for the technology first. Focus on the problem. Focus who's can use your system. For example, in our case, the developer. So also what the system solve problem. So don't focus on the technology. Focus on the functionality and the features that help to solve the problem. After we define our endpoints, we go to the technology. And here, advice, don't choose the trendy technology. Every business, every system has specific technology. For example, for the finance, we can go to Golang or Java or C#. But for the small project, we can go to Laravel, PHP, or Node.js with Express.js. So don't choose the technology because they are trendy. Also choose them because they fit the project. So every technology has a specific business because allow you to build system well by features or development on this technology. The second step is build feature by feature. So here, don't try to build a complex feature in the first time. Try to build feature by feature. For example, first make an authentication system, like build how the user creates an account, how can access an account. After, go to the task management features and build the forms and the list of the task. Also can update or remove. So try to build features by features. I complete one features test, then move to another next. So every features you build, try to make a test. So this test can be also for the code or maybe for the feature itself. Next is handle bugs. Bugs are part of the development. Go with testing and debugging. So the important your task here is to test your code before jump to another task is to publish and push. You should do your system don't have any bugs or any error. So try to code well, try to implement the testing like features testing or unit testing or end-to-end testing. So if you are a developer, I know that you know this type of testing. Also test the behavior of the system, test the front end features. So if all well and done, you can move to the last, or maybe not last, because later you can add more features or something can happen on the productions. So push or public. Publish or push. So here I mean that if the system should have to be on the production, publish, so you can choose the hosting provider like Hostinger or DigitalOcean, or maybe public on the cloud provider like AWS. So the system will be public and access from the user directly. And here you can see some method like deploy on VPC, virtual private server, or shared hosting. But sometimes this system is, for example, for you, like the case of this side project, you just and you don't need to be published. So you can publish on GitHub repository. So you can create a repository, maybe public or private, depend on your choice, and push your code to share with friends or to share with a client or something else. So push or publish, depend on your project. So now let's resume the cycle first. As we can, as we see, we identify the problems. After we think that the idea or the solutions, we go to the requirement. So what is the requirement, for example, the requirement of the system? And here also we can have two types of requirement: functional requirement, non-functional requirement. The functional requirement is the system behavior, like, for example, the user create an account, can access the account, have a profile, the task management, like creating a task, reading, tracking, delete. So this functional requirement of the system. Non-functional requirement, for example, the system can be secure, can be scalable, can handle number of user or traffic. So this non-functional requirement. So the features of the system, as we said, the design here, the design we know about many types of design, like design the database, design the APIs, design of the system behavior, also design of the front end of the system, like using Figma or something else. We have an API design, we have database design, we go after to choose the technology, and as I said, don't go to the trend. Try to know the ultimate or the well technology of your project that support your project. So after you start code, you start develop the system, and here, so this is the area of the development that the developer love. So development area. After we develop the code, or maybe write the code, we want to test each part of the code, and here we have the testing, like unit testing, features testing, and end-to-end testing. After we finish the test and know that all the system work well, we can deploy or push into the repository if you want. So the deployment. After the deployment, maybe we have some issue, maybe we want to add later some features, so we can start again and make the same step. So this my methodology to plan for any side project, or if you are a freelancer and you want to start a project. So try to work on this step. So this is short video. I wish that this video help you, and if you like this kind of video, don't forget to follow me and like this video. Thank you for watching.